Should Spurs buy Mathys Tel on a permanent deal after his 6-month loan at the club from Bayern Munich this season? My answer instinctively is yes. I think he is a raw, exciting talent. He can play anywhere across the forward line. I get why people are asking the question, because he didn't rip it up, maybe even in the same way that Marcus Rashford did when he went on loan to Aston Villa. But the difference is that Tel is young. He's still a kid. And they saw enough at Bayern Munich to pay a lot of money for him when they brought him in. And he impressed at Munich. He scored a fair few goals, considering most of his time was off the bench. And the reality is, when you come to the Premier League, especially if you've only ever played in foreign climes, it always takes time for acclimatization. And that first 6 months for Tel, I would say, is exactly what that was. He got a fair amount of game time, starting in the number 9 position and then as a left-sided forward. I don't think he's a natural number 9, certainly not in the Premier League yet, because he doesn't have the physicality to hold the ball up against big, experienced defenders who know how to come in through you and take the ball off you and know the kind of tricks of the trade that you can get away with in the Premier League that maybe you can't in the Bundesliga. He looked better when he was playing as a wide forward on the left when Sonny was injured. I like his first touch. He's got good acceleration. I wouldn't say he's, Aaron Lennon-esque pace or acceleration, or Gareth Bale pace over long distances, but he's got explosiveness. He's got acceleration. And like I said, I really like his first touch. I like his kind of gameplay, what he does. He makes good decisions at the right times in the most part, particularly when it comes to passing the ball off and when to make runs and little 1-2s and stuff like that. I'd say he didn't quite have the confidence at Spurs in that first 6 months to get his finishing up to scratch. But what I really liked about Mathys Tel, more than anything else, was his desire, his intensity, his want to become a part of the club. How he stood up to fans who were having a go at the team, who were having a go at the manager, and he got involved. And really, that shows a great deal, because for a 6-month loan spell, when you're a kid, you could really just turn up, not be that bothered about ingratiating yourself with the fans or the other players, pick up your money and decide whether you want it. But it struck me, both in terms of what we saw on the pitch and off the pitch, and then also in terms of his messaging after Spurs won the Europa League, that he felt a part of the family at Spurs. He talked about it being a family, and that is something that Postecoglou was really keen to make out of this Spurs squad. And I think that Tel really bought into that. And I think he probably does want to stay. And especially if Tottenham can get that figure that we'd have to pay for him down from the 55 million euros that was agreed to somewhere around 35 million euros, or maybe even 40 million euros, then as an exciting young raw talent who can grow with the club and grow with the other young players, then I really think he could be a huge benefit